Well, all of a sudden we're talking a different language, the language of knockout football. Now that the group stages are over, there is no margin for error. Only one of these teams can prevail here. It is do or die time. Well, the three-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, this is an elevated level of competition, Jim, the kind you know all too well.
Well, Peter, I think this is the stage where one's chances can depend on the smallest of margins.
Yeah, the devil's in the detail, eh?
It is indeed, and I think these two sides will be feeling very good having made it through the group stage, but this will be a huge gauge on just how prepared they really are now.
So it's away we go then. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He shifted it to the flank. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That should get the job done. Forced to go back. João Neves. He's having a pop! Fantastic from João Neves! A finish right from the top draw! And Portugal score first! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, registering that crucial first goal has now given them more incentive and motivation to take this on. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He has found the way through. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now this could be a chance. Sulemana! Pedro Neto receives it in a wide position. Oh, he's been caught napping! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that has not gone well. Some good work on the right flank here. He's got away! Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Aimed at the far side. It's a goal! Oh, but the flag's up.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, the way he sheepishly looked across.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bruno Fernandes. He's on it, can he get away?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Ayew. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bruno Fernandes. That's a cute ball. Not the most accurate pass. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Corner number 2 then. Can he finish? And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Pedro Neto. And they've switched it over to the other side. That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. Ayew. João Cancelo promptly onto that, and that is that. He's had it taken off him. Can he get on the end of this? He has a look up. He's having a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 3 coming up. Bruno Fernandes with the short one. And he's there to clear it. Nice bit of trickery. Driven in. Mendes, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Tries to play it through. Great ball if he can get there. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. No, that's been intercepted.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He'll try from distance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Pedro Neto, who does have an assist to his name. Tries one from range! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So, half-time in the opener. Portugal sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. He's found a way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's picked his way through. Oh, sweet feet. Bruno Fernandes. He's going for goal. Fantastic from João Neves. That is a gem, an absolute gem. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. A case now of complete control. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. No, not quite on the same way. And Ayew! He's got a goal! They're back within reach! What are you thinking about the goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Now he's got space here. Oh, that's well spotted. Sulemana. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, that's fabulous. Skims one in. And the shot! Oh, good finish. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
João Cancelo moved on forwards.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
And here's Neto. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Ghana can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Rafael Leao. Sulemana. Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Ayu's delivery.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application.
Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this could turn out to be quite a game.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Cancelo. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Portugal making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 14. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o número 13.
Great vision. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that is well cleared. Portugal have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, what about it? Extraordinarily, they have been denied as late and as dramatically as can be. Looking to play him in. Rapidly approaching the end. Extra time is imminent, unless something dramatic happens now.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 8. Número 7. Cristiano Ronaldo. Número 17.
And he's been shifted off it.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 9. Número 18. Número 27.
Pinches it off him.
Uma substituição.
And here's Iñaki Williams. Now it's Williams. Oh, good spread.
Ghana really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
João Neves tries to pass it through, played in. Oh, important interception. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Real chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
He is through here. Now it's Semenyo, crosses it in. João Neves clears. Spread it left. Now it's Gonçalo Guedes. He's in plenty of space here. Lovely feet. Deep into stoppage time. It's a really well-measured ball. And here's Trincao. Takes a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And here's Iñaki Williams. Seydu. Can he latch on to this? And the keeper gets his hands on it. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, that was the second half.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner. And extra time is next. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. João Cancelo. Trincao. Now it's Ramos. Pings it across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Well, that pass isn't the best. Semenyo in acres of space out wide. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is ended up in no man's land. And that's going up front in a hurry. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Nicely spread. Oh, such a clever touch. Trincao. And it's Núñez. Matheus Núñez! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Matheus Núñez clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Looking for a runner. Well, nicely intercepted. Sulemana. Partey. Distributed tidily. Iñaki Williams picks it up out wide. That's travelling a long way. So just 15 minutes still to come. So neither side able to conjure up a telling moment, and we are where we are. This is the last chance to win it. And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. And here's Iñaki Williams. That's a lovely, neat pass. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. That's a shade optimistic. And now they can... Oh, he's been caught on it here! That is a brilliant interception. Partey. Over to the right flank. Now, what about a counter-attack? Knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he can clear it away. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner. And the finish! Partey. And Sulemana. Semenyo.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Gonzalo Guedes is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
No way through. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Always onto this. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Two sides absolutely inseparable, and we know what's coming. Well, Jim, what say you after all of this?
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a gruelling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
Nothing more the coaches can do. They, along with the rest of us, mere spectators, as we hit football's ultimate drama. I think we're just about ready. So now 5 brave individuals must step forward. Gonzalo Ramos is over the first kick. No, he clatters the post.
It's a brave attempt, but he really should be getting it on target.
Semenyo is the next to run the gauntlet.
Well, if you have any doubts, that's what you do to conquer it.
Portugal are looking to keep pace here. look easy.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times, never looked like missing.
Iñaki Williams is the second man to step up for his team. No! Denied remarkably! Wow, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Mathias Nunes, the third man up. Terrific penalty, no keeper's getting near that.
Brilliantly done, never took his eye off the keeper either.
We're on to number 3 here. Oh, Cooley does it.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
João Cancelo is the fourth man to step up. Big character, big moment, big save. So the fourth man in line walking up to the spot. Oh, sent him the wrong way.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early. He just has to trust his instincts and pick the right spot.
Saved it! And their fate is sealed! Portugal are out in round 1. Ambitions unfulfilled, and it is yet another tale in the vast footballing archive of what could have been. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, it has to be said, they're out because they deserve to be. A disjointed and abject performance overall. That's never good enough at this level.
So with the group stages well and truly behind us now, the two sides walk out in front of a crowd that is more expectant than ever. There's a bit of a party atmosphere in the stands at the moment, but once the whistle goes, it is down to the serious business of knockout football. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Croatia. Well, that was special. Now stand by for this. So this is the final grid. From now on, it is a mad dash to the finish line, Jim.
Well, Peter, I think this is the stage where one's chances can depend on the smallest of margins.
Yeah, the devil's in the detail, eh?
It is indeed, and I think these two sides will be feeling very good having made it through the group stage, but this will be a huge gauge on just how prepared they really are now.
So that's got things underway. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half. And of course he can play at left back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and he is truly outstanding on the football.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. This looks promising. Spread it left. He is through here. In towards... He's rising! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Sucic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Surely now! Oh, split-second reaction.
Vuskovic is offering a wry smile there.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. And they can counter here. Rafael Leao. That's an imaginative pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he's managed to get free. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Ruben Dias. Here's Vitinha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Portugal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Oh, that is a nice touch. Pedro Neto. And it's Cancelo. He's having a pop! Oh, it's hit the post! Modric. And Croatia can counter-attack now. Croatia are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. It's a really well-measured ball. That's the throw. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good ball, that too.
Vitinha. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now that looks a decent ball. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Perisic. Foot in. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto in acres of space out wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Croatia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Stanisic. Spread to the right. Modric looking to receive it in space. That's put paid to the danger. Baturina. Cristiano Ronaldo. Spread out to the left.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's Perisic. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Pedro Neto, steaming forward at pace. João Neves. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. And it's Vitinha. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Vardiol. Modric. That's going wide left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. João Cancelo.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Can he get on the end of this? Ball swung in, and it's safely in the keeper's hands. Oh, terrible mistake! Chance! Goal! Croatia! And it's Croatia who take the lead. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go.
And that is indeed the final act. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Portugal go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So, half-time in the opener. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So, into the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Stanisic does well to get it back. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now, this could be a chance. He's got chance! And no mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest, real cut and thrust.
Croatia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Vuskovic. Pasalic. And he's intervened well there. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Baturina. Pasalic.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Chance here to counter. He's on it, can he get away? Rafael Leao. Oh, played right into his path. Sucic. Now it's Baturina. Perisic. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedro Neto. Modric. Now Baturina. Not the most accurate pass. Rafael Leao. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Budimir coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, really well played.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo, a class apart, out on his own. That is a gem, an absolute gem. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Well, there's a probing ball. Perisic. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Pasalic. That's really well manoeuvred. Stanisic has the space to scheme. And it's skewed away. It'll be a throw-in.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 8. Número 14. Número 87.
It's going to be another throw.
Número 17.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Número 13. Número 27. Número 20. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição. Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Picked out brilliantly. Vlasic! Gonzalo Ramos. Cristiano Ronaldo. Rafael Leao providing an outlet on that flank. Can he finish?
Portugal.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 10. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 11.
Now it's Vlasic. He has found the way through. Stanisic. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Mendes defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Shapes to shoot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And there's his goal. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Well, this could turn out to be quite a game.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Who saw this coming? This is going right to the wire. João Felix. Cristiano Ronaldo looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Joao Felix. Out for a throw. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely spread. Stanisic. And he cuts out the supply.
Vamos ter 5 minutos de compensação.
Perisic gets across and deals with it. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Long ball upfield. Oh, well played, well sorted out. João Cancelo. Vuskovic. Sends it crossfield. And Guardiol. So that means another 30 minutes football. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 5.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Portugal displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Perisic, and the through ball. Pasalic. Oh, that was vital. And he's gone looking for safety. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Perisic. Thinks about the... And a chance! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Croatia are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Matheus Nunes. Gonçalo Ramos. Budimir. And Kovacic. That's a good ball out wide. Trincao. Trincao's cross. Nice interception, well timed. Vlasic. Stanisic. He's found a way through. Plays a sharp little ball here. João Cancelo. And he's gone searching crossfield. And it's Stanisic. Diogo Dalot. So just 15 minutes still to come. So the very last of the action is still to come. Two teams separated here by the smallest of margins. Fingernails well bitten everywhere. And we are already back underway. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Aimed beyond the defence. It's a good-looking delivery. And that should get the job done. And that was nowhere near his best. Trincao. Ronaldo is onto this. Perisic has created one goal already. Trincao. And this is Ronaldo. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Trincao. Gonzalo Ramos takes a shot! It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? And one more try! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Portugal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Modric. Vuskovic. And it's Perisic. Kovacic. Vlasic engages and forces him off the ball. Gonzalo Ramos. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's ambitious. And that will be it. Well, this is the beauty and the cruelty of knockout football. It doesn't matter who you are, unlike the movies, you only live once. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, it has to be said, they're out because they deserve to be. A disjointed and abject performance overall. That's never good enough at this level. We all know that.
Well, all of a sudden we're talking a different language. The language of knockout football. Now that the group stages are over, there is no margin for error. Only one of these teams can prevail here. It is do or die time. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. So this is the final grid. From now on, it is a mad dash to the finish line, Jim.
Well, Peter, I think this is the stage where one's chances can depend on the smallest of margins.
Yeah, the devil's in the detail, eh?
It is indeed, and I think these two sides will be feeling very good having made it through the group stage, but this will be a huge gauge on just how prepared they really are now.
And we're underway. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Now it's Semenyo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, this is a great position. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Ghana certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
João Neves. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao picks it up out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Semenyo. And here's Ayew. Oh, such a clever touch. Terrific effort! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Gonçalo Inácio. Bruno Fernandes. Nice defending, physical and effective. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Sulemana. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Pedro Neto makes a dash for it. Deftly away. And the finish!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Now that's well seen too. Ruben Dias. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and it's Vitinha. Vitinha, spread out to the left. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Defending of the desperate variety. Ball is over the line. Tries to cross. Towering header! Oh, good looking ball. Now it's Ayew. João Neves. Almost half an hour in now. Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hangs one in. Oh, that was vital. Semenyo. Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And here's Semenyo. Bruno Fernandes. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Pedro Neto. Played out to the left flank. Rafael Leao is onto this. Oh, super ball. Chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Portugal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
Produces a cross.
Portugal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Nuno Mendes. Pass is just off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Ayew. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0.
Minuto de compensação.
Looking for the run. Pedro Neto gets into a good position. Pedro Neto with the...
And a header!
Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Portugal just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
So, half-time in the opener. Portugal have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
E vamos receber os nossos jogadores com grande aplauso.
The second period is underway.
Portugal can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Wriggles his way through. He is through here. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. That's going right the way across. Rafael Leao will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Short changes him with that pass. Gonzalo Inacio. And it's Bruno Fernandes. It's a promising position. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Rafael Leao. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played back. Cristiano Ronaldo, looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
He's going for goal! And now the breakaway. Portugal just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. That's a little off target. Almost an hour gone. Pedro Neto has it out wide and in space.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
João Neves has it in a wide position.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe. Ghana really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top. And that's a throw-in.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 8. Número 10. Número 14. Número
Cross to the back post.
Número 87.
Cleared without hesitation.
Roubar os seus lugares é número
That's
9.
good running with the ball.
Número 11.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Número 13.
Gonzalo Inacio.
Número 27.
Can he get it through?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's good play. Hangs in across. Tries to get it clear.
Portugal surely have to be commended.
He's having a shot! And that really should have been that.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Diogo Dalot. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Joao Felix.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And the counter is on. 1-0 as we head towards the end.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, sweet feet.
Ghana really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Williams. Can he get away here? Now, can they get him away? Gonzalo Ramos. Spread to the right.
Vamos ter minuto.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Showing good feet. Matheus Nunes. That is lovely. Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cristiano Ronaldo. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Job done, professionally done. All eyes forward now. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think today was all about the result, Peter. You stay in second gear until you really need to step it up. That's the feeling I got here anyway.
Caros espectadores, consultem o ecrã gigante para informações acerca dos horários dos comboios em todas as estações principais.
So welcome to another round of thrills and spills that comes with the territory of knockout football of the highest order, where we're about to witness a clash of two sides both passionately supported and unashamedly single-minded in their quest to make the final eight. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. A truly great anthem. Now, can they do better? So with every step comes heightened hope, heightened expectation, Jim.
I have to say, Peter, it would have felt good being out there too. Confidence is something that builds with every little bit of progress you make, and all of a sudden you're on the verge of the quarter-finals. Things can only get harder now.
Well, they're bound to, aren't they?
Fortune favours the brave.
There's the whistle. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Shot, surely! Goal! Argentina! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Vitinha. That's a good ball out wide. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto has the space to... Oh, good effort! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Now it's Messi. Spread it left. Almada. Ruben Dias. Gonzalo Inacio. Forwards and with intent. And there's green grass ahead of him. Medina. McAllister. Now has he got the beating of his marker here? João Cancelo. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Now it's Martinez. Vitinha. And that's going wide left. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ruben Dias. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It's out for a goal kick. He's picked his way through. Almada has created one goal already. João Neves makes the interception. Rafael Leao. And Mendes. And it's Vitinha. It's a promising position. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. Romero did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Almada. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Well, that looks a decent... Big chance! We've got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Rafael Leao. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Messi. Just eases him off the ball. Nuno Mendes. João Neves. Played out towards the right wing. Pedro Neto in acres of space out wide. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And he gets rid in a hurry. Knocks it into space. Medina does well not to be outdone there. Messi. Montiel. Romero. Almada. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Ronaldo. Medina. And Almada. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's destined for the flank. Oh, that's neat. Drills one. Cristiano Ronaldo! quality ball. Martinez. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, that was never going to make it. Fernandez. The referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seemed to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. The second half then, just getting going.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
De Paul. McAllister. Vitinha. And this is Ronaldo. Nicely spread. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Back towards the middle. McAllister. De Paul. And it's Rodrigo De Paul. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's been played through. Almada. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Bruno Fernandes. Played out to the left flank. Rafael Leao finding himself in space. Rafael Leao will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. De Paul looks to the other side. And Almada. Fernandes. Almada. And Medina. Almada. Almada making good progress. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. More and more pressure on the ball here. Spread out to the left. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Plays a sharp little ball here. Cristiano Ronaldo. He leaps for it. Goal! Portugal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
Portugal leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, nice touch. Rafael Leao providing an outlet on that flank. Getting up there! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Not where it came from. He's played it back. Vitinha. Vitinha! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he doesn't have hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 25.
Argentina can now introduce the first of their substitutes. A swift reaction then, and the boss opting to reshuffle his defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
Chance to deliver. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Argentina really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Terrific effort! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Aimed beyond the defence. Flashes it across.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 7.
So changes a foot here, and from both sides.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Trincao. Cristiano Ronaldo. He is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, he's one of these players, Peter, who plays the percentage game. If you keep playing him in, something's bound to happen.
Ambitious ball here. Bernardo Silva wants to run onto this. So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now it's Trincao. Tries one from range. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Crossed into them. Impressive jump. In he goes again. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
That's really well manoeuvred. Portugal moments now away from seeing this one out. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Joao Felix. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's onto this. He's got away. Matheus Nunes crosses it in. Towering header! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Cleared without hesitation. And we're done. Portugal are starting to look good, very good. They're certainly looking like a team with confidence, a winning team. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Portugal really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
Señoras y señores, en la pantalla se presentarán nuestros artistas invitados de hoy.
So with barely any time to recover from the previous round of games, it's time to go again. Victory here would be a giant step towards the prize that everyone desires. It is quarter-final day.
Well,
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, both managers at pains to state that their teams aren't quite where they should be just yet. What did you make of that assessment, Jim?
Well, it's just a case of trying to keep their players in check, Peter. At this stage, your focus needs to be on what's in front of you right now, and you can't be thinking too far ahead.
And that gets things running. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. He's in a great position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He shifted it to the flank. Delivered low. Oh, that's a key interception. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I've been really impressed by this guy, Marmoush, who I expect to be amongst the goals here, Peter. He's, for me, very much the complete package. Great operating alone or in a partnership, but I prefer to see him play off somebody. That's when you really get to see his skills, not just as a finisher, but as someone who initiates as well.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Oh, a delicate chip through. Space for him to turn and look. And that has been knocked clear. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And the return pass. Ruben Dias. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Rafael Leao. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that was very necessary. And smartly reclaimed. Nuno Mendes. And here's Rafael Leao. In towards the back stick.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Bruno Fernandes. And here's Neto. Vitinha. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Egypt do have a chance to counter here. Rafael Leao will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's a shade optimistic. Ruben Dias. And it's Mendes. Here's Rafael Leao. Gonzalo Inacio. Distributed tidily. And here's Neto. Looking for the run. And the shot! Oh, good climb! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Rafael Leao certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And it's Salah. Marmoush. Mendes cuts out the pass. Oh, good spread. Pedro Neto looking to receive it in space. It's a goal kick. Mohamed Salah. Salah. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Salah. No, he refuses to take the bait. So what can they make of this? He's in plenty of space here. Tries a shot! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
That'll be a throw-in. And here's Neto. Pedro Neto.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Neither side giving way. It has been tight.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Ruben Dias. Vitinha. It's a really well-measured ball. Cross needs to be good. And he's there to clear it. Marmoush. Oh, they could break here. Gonzalo Inacio. Now João Neves.
Added time.
Pedro Neto. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Nicely aimed pass. And that is the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
And a quick
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
That gets us going once more.
Portugal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
He's found a way through. He's had a shot! Of course! It is the pick-me-up they all longed for. Bruno Fernandes duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Pedro Neto. And it's Vitinha. Spread out to the left. Marmoush. That's an imaginative pass. And that was asking for too much. Gonzalo Inacio. Vitinha. Aims beyond the defence. Now João Neves. This looks promising. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Substitution in progress.
Portugal choosing to make the first change. He's rising! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Wants to go back here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Portugal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Marmoush. João Cancelo makes the interception. João Neves. It's played through for him. Trincao picks it up out wide. Chance for a shot! And he can thump it away. It's a promising position. That's very neat. Cross to the back post. That's going wide left. Crossed it again. Egypt are looking to go forward now. João Cancelo. Nuno Mendes. And it's Vitinha. That's destined for the flank. Joao Felix in acres of space out wide. And that has been cleared.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Mohamed Salah. Vitinha swung over. Here's Joao Felix. 75 minutes played. And here's Bruno Fernandes. No, he's not getting his way this time. So not long left in this now. Now just moments away from a semi-final place. Played into space, and he's picked it up out wide. Delivered from distance. He leaps for it! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Good ball, good take. Joao Felix is in a really good position out wide. He has found the way through. Trincao. It's out for a goal kick.
Substitution for Egypt. Number
The
22.
two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 8. Number 11.
Leading by
Coming
two,
on the
and the
field,
finishing line
number
in
9,
sight.
Number 20. Number 25.
Truthfully, it was hard to
Substitution
see
taking
any better outcome there. And here's Trincao. Bernardo Silva. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Crosses it in. That's going to go a long way. Ruben Dias. And it's Nunez. Not the most accurate pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
A header! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A case now of complete control. Salah. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Knocks it into space. Oh, it's played into the area. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Mohamed. Takes a shot! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. And that will be the final act. So another test passed, and the message could not be more clear. We are coming for the prize, and we're not going away. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
Security staff for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.
So two teams setting out to clear the last hurdle before the final, and a couple of hours from now they will know their fate. To the victors, a date with history. It really is now or never. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, that was special. Now stand by for this. So just two more matches left, and Jim, it has flown by, hasn't it?
Time flies, but we've had so many gripping games, Peter. It's been a real pleasure, and given the form of both of these teams, I'm hoping for another treat in this match.
Number 24, Reece James.
So it's down to business here. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. It's a really well-measured ball. Pedro Neto. That little bit of skill has got him away.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this fella Reece James is one of the example of the glut of talent England has at its disposal in this position. He is the complete full-back, wing-back, just as good going forward as backwards. But in his case, I suppose, it's all in the genes too, coming from such a strong footballing family.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. That's a good run he's making there. And it's Bellingham. That's destined for the flank. Oh, good spread. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot at goal, and one more try! Goal! Portugal! And we have liftoff! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. That's going wide left. Gordon. Lovely bit of skill. O'Reilly. Crosses it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. Oh, nice touch. Vitinha. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Ronaldo. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Kane. Now it's Madueke. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Pedro Neto. Well, that is one way to stop him. Anderson. And it's Bellingham. 15 minutes till half-time.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And this is Ronaldo. Gordon.
Portugal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And here's Gordon. Anderson. And here's Kane. Kane! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Nuno Mendes. Here's Rafael Leao. And it's Vitinha. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Bellingham. Anderson. James. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Pedro Neto. And it's Cancelo. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. Rice.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's shifting through the gears here. And here's Gordon. Now, can they get him away? Inacio. And that marks the halfway point of the semi-final. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Portugal go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
So the end of the first half in the semi-final. Portugal are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
And we get things going again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Tries to pass it through. Played out to the left flank. That's very neat. Getting up there! And a neat finish! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Madueke receives it in a wide position. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gordon. O'Reilly. Bellingham. Diogo Costa gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. João Neves. Spread it left.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Vitinha. Gonçalo Inácio. Well, that looks a decent ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Pickford claims comfortably. Anderson distributed tidily. Looking to play him in. There's the shot! Well taken goal. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
The goal scorer for England after 63 minutes is number 10, Bellingham. Bellingham. Bellingham.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And he's picked out the run. Now it's Madueke. That's tidy.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Shin to shoot. He's had a shot! It's in! That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
England choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Pedro Neto. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. James cuts out the pass. That's a good ball out wide.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And that has been knocked clear. Now it's Bellingham. Vitinha defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Almost nothing left on the clock here. They have 1 foot in the final. Pedro Neto. Gordon.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Neto. Threads one in. He's going for goal! And that really should have been that.
Well, I was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been slung wide. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Substitution for England. Number 10, Bellingham. Number 18, Gordon. Coming on the field, number 21, Eze. Number 11.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Substitution in progress.
England have the chance to go the other way. Mendes calmly anticipates. And here's João Felix. Aims beyond the defence. No way through, so back it comes. Eze shifted it to the flank for Rice. And it's Eze. Anderson. O'Reilly. Now it's Rashford. That's Eze. Anderson. James.
4 added minutes has
Saka
been indicated.
gets into a good position. João Felix. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Great vision. Kane. And the ball is out of play. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Ruben Dias. It's not an especially good pass, that. Gonzalo Ramos. And that will be the final act. They've done it, and you cannot say it is undeserved. This is a team that has looked increasingly like champions, and they may very well be champions soon enough. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, they passed that test in flying colours, and they have every reason to believe that they can go all the way now.
And a quick reminder today to please take all litter bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Well, how long we have waited for this festival of football to reach its climax. It feels like an age ago that the first qualifiers kicked off, and now here we are. The final showdown, the ultimate prize awaits at the end of all of this. But there's an awful lot of football to be played before then. The players are ready, and we're about to get underway. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will. It's hard to imagine how those players might be feeling, but what do you think might be going through their minds, Jim?
Well, I think there's definitely a lot of pride and honour at play here, Peter, and they'll be raring to go, obviously. Sure, there'll be a few nerves out there, but that's understandable given what's at stake. I think we could be in for a cracker here, and really, here's hoping.
And we're on the way.
Well, having been involved in quite a few games of this stature, Peter, you can never get enough of this. It really is quite surreal.
Played into space. And it's Vitinha. Well, history tends to say that these finals are pretty tight games, Jim. Yeah. Same again, do you think?
Yeah, the odds are that's always likely to be the case, Peter, but I'd like to think that fortune will favour the brave here.
Pedro Neto. Looking for the run. Now this could be a chance. In by Cancelo. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Ruben Dias, has been a revelation. I'd say his two strengths are the aggression with which he leads the defensive line and the awareness that never seems to fail him. That makes him a very stern test for any opposition attacker here.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Spread out to the left. Rafael Leao in acres of space out wide. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Cleared away. And they've got a throw. Hernandez gets a foot in here.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Olise. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Where it came from.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Pedro Neto. He is through here. Hernandez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Mbappe. No, he's not getting past him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Rafael Leao. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's a sharp little ball here. Nuno Mendes. Oh, greatly! Goal! Portugal! They have their precious lead, and he is loving it. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, talking about big game mentality, here we go.
Opts for safety. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out to the left flank. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Pedro Neto. Well timed, excellent interception. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Aims beyond the defence. Pinches it off him. Goes long and straight. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, the sense of occasion's clearly got to him. He needs some calm and composure from here. Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Nicely shaped ball. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mendes finding himself in space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Here comes another cross. Upamecano with the clearance. Cross from Cancelo. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Doué. Hernandez. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Olise. And we have breezed through the first half of the final. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So we reach the halfway point. What does Jim Beglin have to offer at this stage?
So far, so good, Peter. But there'll be a response from their opponents in the second half. I'm sure that'll be discussed in the dressing room. That period immediately after half-time will be very interesting indeed. They have to be really, really ready for it.
Half-time then, just 45 minutes between us and the climax of it all. Portugal can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score.
Et les voici. Merci à tous d'accueillir nos joueurs.
And we're underway.
Portugal can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Chouameni. Olise. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's gone out for a throw-in. Gonzalo Inacio. And it's Neves. Sends it crossfield. Now, can they get him away? It's a pretty loose pass. Olise. Upamecano. Now Saliba. Rabiot. Played out towards the right wing. But it's Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Oh, it's Dembele. And he's chosen to go back. And this is Dembele. And the shot! Nearly, but not quite. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Shifted it to the flank. Spread to the right. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Mbappe. Doué has it out wide and in space. Almost an hour gone. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Hernandez. Doué. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rafael Leao providing an outlet on that flank. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
João Cancelo. And that's been intercepted. Koundé. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Chouameni. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Mbappe. Doué is onto this. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Out for a throw.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 20. Le numéro 11. Le numéro 7.
Well, this lead is tight, but it does look as though it may see them through. Just a few moments from glory. What's going wide left? Now it's Joao Felix. Gonzalo Ramos tries to play it through. Now it's Joao Felix. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Rabiot makes a dash for it. Well, that looks a decent ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cleared without hesitation.
Trincao clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way. Portugal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Koundé, pass somewhat off target. And it's Bernardo Silva, chooses to go cross-field. Now it's Trincao. Ah, looks a smashing ball. Backward it goes. Oh, good spread. And he's there to get it away. It's destined for the flank. So what can they make of this? Rabiot. No, again there's no way through. And they've done it. They are the champions of the world. A lifetime's glory, a lifetime's honour.
And you know, it really is the pinnacle for these players. This is the ultimate experience.
And this is football's ultimate prize. 5 kilos of 18-carat gold. There is nothing that could compare to this.
I can only dream.
Can we not all dream of scenes which here are truly extraordinary? I think we are about to run out of time, so that is it from us. And once again, congratulations to the winners. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, that was special. Now stand by for this. Paraguay have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
So we're up and running. Threads one in, tries to cross, and the keeper beats it away. Almiron crosses it in here. And the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And he's there to clear it. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Serginho. Over to the right flank. Not the most accurate pass. And he opts to go forward. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Vardiol. And it's Van Dijk. He's found a way past. Oh, that's fabulous. Good claim. No margin for error there. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Played out towards the right wing. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Ball is over the line. He's given the time to pick a pass. Portugal yet to have an attempt on goal. And here's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. And a chance! Goal! Portugal! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Portugal have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Fernandez. Oh, this looks sharp. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. Shot a goal! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's a good finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Almiron. Turns back here, probably the best option. He's played it long. That's been cut out, well played. And this is Kane. He shifted it to the flank. Mbappe! Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And it's Kane. Messi, he is through here! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Camavinga. Serginho. This is Jimenez. Vardiol. And it's Van Dijk. Jimenez. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Camavinga. It's a promising position. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Almiron. Now, what about a counter-attack? Always goal side. Can he get on the end of this? Great chance! That's a decent clearance. And Almiron. And it's Gomez. It's gone out for a throw-in. Vardiol looking to add to his goal. Van Dijk. Messi. And Serginho. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is the end of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Los futbolistas ya están entrando al campo de juego.
Portugal get the ball rolling for the second period. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Serginho. And it's Fernandes. Now it's Mbappe. Now the delivery.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Looking tidy in possession here. He's in a great position here. Messi. Now it's Kane. And he's forced to go back. Vardiol. And Alexander-Arnold. And here's Messi. And it's Camavinga. So what can they make of this? And it's Messi. Alderete. Some good work on the right flank here. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's crossed into the middle. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Almiron engages and forces him off the ball. Mbappe, nice looking ball. And here's Almiron. Alexander-Arnold defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's got away. And the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cambio en Paraguay. Número 19.
So we have movement on both benches.
Número 21. Se está realizando un cambio.
And it's been taken short. Now the ball in. Cleared away. He'll try from distance. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Shoots! Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Portugal making further changes here and in quick succession.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, good spread. Portugal have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away! complete. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate...
Oh, he's been caught napping. He's found a way through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Almiron. Camavinga wins the duel this time. And it's Messi.
Such good technique.
Messi, he has found a way through. And he's whipped it across.
Portugal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now he's off and running. Almiron. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. But he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Donnarumma gets it away. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Decent chance! And that's a sharp finish. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Mikel Oyarzabal, and claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Kane. Gomez. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. That's a good ball out wide. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Valverde, played out to the left flank. Portugal are looking to break at pace. Gomez. There will be 4 extra minutes. Valverde. And he's got the beating of his man. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, no joy this time. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Muchas gracias.